Thank you, Dr. Hrishikesh, for joining PhD Catalyst interview. Uh, could you please introduce yourself?
Yeah. Hi, thank you for interviewing me. I am Rishikesh Mahadev, Dr. Rishikesh now. So basically, I'm an environmental engineering background, and I have double masters in remote sensing and GIS. One from India, another from France. And then I have working experience of 18 years in environment and climate change sector.
Okay.
And now, I mean, last I joined PhD in 2017 batch and
Okay.
started my after the 4 months of coursework. I appeared for my PhD was registered in November 2018, and then since then, after 4.5 years of hard work actually. So basically, yeah, I got the PhD award. So now after so many years of hardship, yeah, finally I got the PhD award. Yeah,
Congratulations for your PhD. I
thank
know
you.
it is a hard journey, and we have to be persistent for that. So before we come to your PhD journey, so you said you're environmental engineer, right?
Yeah.
So could you please give us a brief background, like what is the kind of work that you do?
Yeah, so I started my journey in TERI, the Energy and Resources Institute, in 2005 after my post graduation, where I work mostly on watershed and water hydrological modeling of watersheds, rivers. That time also working on climate change, how the climate will impact. And then I also worked on how pollution loads are there from industries, industrial pollution. Then I moved into urban water networks, how the water supply cities, what are the leakages, quality and design of water distribution networks in cities, urban cities. So I had the opportunity to design some of the cities across India, the water pipelines. Then
Okay.
I joined JUSCO, which is a Tata Steel organization, where my learning experience of water management has evolved. After that, I joined GIZ. GIZ is a German international cooperation. It's an international development agency. I worked there for 13 years, where I have worked in sustainable industrial areas and urban areas, where I have supported industrial development agencies like MIDC or all this agency in planning of sustainable parks, water, wastewater, waste management. There are different types of industrial waste, or from granite industry or from pharma, textile, leather. All this I have got the opportunity to work in both wastewater and water waste management sectors. I've also trained many people, conducted conferences. Through this journey, I got this evolved ideas, and in 2015, I got the opportunity to work in climate change and its impact on industries. So that's quite way ahead of time. So,
Right.
but then industries could not understand, government could not understand. But then the German government project where I have worked, it gave me kick for let us have to dig deep into it, because industries are planned for 30, 40 years. Industrial areas are planned for 100 years. There are industrial parks in Germany which is since 1880s, 1870s. Still maybe industries will come and go, but the industrial areas will remain. So the planning of industrial parks should cover in such a way that it should survive for next 100 years. So I have designed earlier also I have worked on in the planning of industrial park, but this time the climate aspect was the major focus. So
Okay.
how climate will impact the industries and industrial parks in mostly I work from Hyderabad, so in Telangana and Andhra Pradesh, I have worked in almost 400 industrial parks now.
Great. Great.
So
Great.
we did that. That triggered me to go much deep diver, and at the same time, the international standards for industry, it was ESG, GRI, TCFD. That's a task force in climate, task force for climate related financial disclosures, and all these were evolving. So I thought all these things cover the impact of climate on industries. So
Right.
that was my topic I took up, and same time these industrial corridors was also evolving.
Yes.
So I thought, let us. I have worked in Andhra Pradesh, so I was well aware what type of industries are there and all. So I started my focusing my narrowing down my topic, and then I thought I'll take up this. Yeah, uh, so I was able to you know uh, I focused on my strengths and read those topics. Marketing, I was not very much expert, or finance, I'm not an expert, but remaining topics, I did a lot of project management and all those things, so that was quite comfortable. So I focused on that, and I was able to clear symbiosis entrance exam.
Great. So to
Then, yeah,
summarize, what I can understand is that you did your initial engineering in environmental topic, and then over a period of 18 to 20 years, you have worked across multiple organizations, be it for water management, be it for sustainability, so on and so
yeah,
forth. And that led your interest into doing more research or deep research.
exactly.
So, great. Now, once you got into a PhD program, Dr. Rishikesh, so how was your experience in terms of doing coursework?
Yeah, it was fun actually, because going back to college after so many years, it was always really fun. But it was quite hectic because I used to travel on Friday night by bus, reach Saturday morning, and then again Sunday evening I used to take the bus and reach Monday morning and again go back to office. So it was quite tough. Time, but then it was a learning experience. It was fun. Saturday, Sundays, going back to school, having fun, having enjoyment in classes. It was a very good journey. The professors were also quite helpful and quite yeah, supportive. So overall, it was a fun journey. At the
Okay.
same time, we used to study. We used to start thinking in that direction. What will be the topic? I already know that I'll be working in climate, but how can I integrate the geographic information GIS system, which I am also I have double masters in geoinformation, so I want to integrate that into the my thesis, also the primary survey. So I just wanted to collaborate both and create some topic, but I was also discussing with my guide, prospective guide. So so
Correct.
during the coursework also.
The coursework created a base for you to
Yeah.
finalize your research topic, we can
Yes,
say, right?
yes, yes.
Yeah. So what kind of courses you underwent during coursework?
Oh, okay. So first is research methodology and basic statistics, econometrics, which formed the created the foundation for the entire coursework, and also qualitative research, quantitative research, how to carry out all these things. So basically, it's a comprehensive driven approach. So in those 4 months of weekend, so it covered most of the topics. It created the foundations of the research. So from there, we had to take it forward, and also. I have outside the course also I have taken some of the certifications, like I have learned machine learning and AI uh, for
Great.
my uh, yeah, thesis and yeah.
Great, great. And one of the key point of PhD is that you have to do it under the supervision of some guide. So how you went about finding the right supervisor for your journey?
So basically, I started searching, like in Symbiosis University, who are the which organization, within which institute, who are the experts who are working in similar field of sustainability, climate, and all. So I started searching, and then I came across few people, and I saw who are some of them are already having students, or the professors were also guiding few more students. And then I have also seen their expertise, experience, their papers, and what are the areas of work, how many years of experience, do they have a combination of both work experience as well as research experience. That also I wanted, that was also one of the criteria, because people need to understand that we need to apply whatever we do the research, so that work experience outside in the corporates or outside the research academic field, that also matters a lot. So both, I did a proper analysis to come to my guide. But yeah, I'm fortunate that that method has led to a very good guide and very humble guide. So yeah.
Okay, okay. Now, I assume that, like rest of us, your topic must have evolved eventually.
Yeah.
Um, you might have thought about a certain topic and then finalized on one topic. So, how was that process? You read so many papers before you finalized?
Yeah, basically, overall, the focus was on my climate change, but things also from my project, from my work, that also pushed me that I have some idea. But through papers, also I was able to understand that in India, my topic has not been, applied certain areas. Eventually, what is going to be my topic was not applied anywhere across the country, across even in the developing countries. Some it and that whatever climate resilience topic has evolved in last 10 years only. So although climate change is a old 30-40 year phenomena, but yeah, climate resilience component is evolved from 2009 international agency, when they meet COP. It's called Conference of Parties. So 2009, from there only it has evolved a more. So a lot of the papers were focusing on the net zero and carbon component, but then the climate resilience component has not been, has not been touched. So my topic, so I wanted to learn how can I apply that into the Indian conditions, especially the SMEs. So
Great, great. So, I think research methodology forms the base of how you proceed further. So, what kind of methodology or research plan you followed after your research proposal was approved?
so first of all, I went through a lot of papers. Even to finalize the topic area, I thought I will do this, that. There were so many things, but once I started writing down, I narrow it down, and focused on only one component. So when we start doing research, we want everything into PhD, but no, it is not like that. We have to focus on one small topic, one small problem, and get deep dive into it. So basically, all these papers has given me that learning process. So both quantitative research and qualitative research I have studied, but at the end of the day I wanted to do quantitative research, so that I can also learn and apply some kind of machine learning, some kind of statistical tool to learn the analysis component. So that was my main area, main motive. So yeah, so I've gone through all these papers and then focused on. And whenever we read the paper, you need to think in your mind that this how I can apply to this topic, how can I apply to this topic. That correlation you have to bring. Then only the your thesis or your concept will evolve with time.
Agree, agree. One of the requirement of PhD program is research publications.
Yeah.
Were you having experience of writing research papers prior to PhD, or
Eh,
you have developed this skill during PhD? And what kind of journals you approach for your research publications?
Yeah. First of all, I said research publication I didn't have, but I have written reports. I have written policy document for the government. And those things I have done. Uh, I mean, consulting reports and all I have done. But writing research paper is completely different ball of game. It will take one page. It will take whole day to write. One page of research paper will take at least one day to write. So it's 8 hours to 10 hours job. So basically, that's a long process, and uh, you have to include the flow first. Though there are topics are clearly mentioned like introduction and literature of review, study area, approach and methodology, conclusion, and future. So these are, they will say this is the common, but within those paragraph, how do you integrate your concepts, especially the writing the literature review is going to be very tough, and uh, it should be evolving, should evolve, and the lines between two papers should have a flow. So these are the things that I've learned. I should also thank to my unknown reviewers who have given me given my first paper was full of initially there was a rejection, and but then it was you know accepted by in theoretical and applied climatology paper. It has a 3 plus impact factor. But then the authors or whoever is the reviewer, they gave me, an opportunity to improve my. Although they like my, uh, analysis, but the writing was very poor. I have to agree that, and I have improved it. So they gave me a chance. They gave me so many corrections in the paper so that I can improve it. I should also thank them, those unknown reviewers. But it has evolved, and it was published finally after 1.5 years of hard work.
Right, right. And once you start getting citations of your work, that's the cherry on your cake. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So you proposed your research topic, it was approved, then you did research publications, right? And at what point your supervisor or you felt that you have reached to end of your research journey?
So my topic was divided to two phases. First one was secondary data, where I wanted to apply all the geographical and machine learning component and do the secondary data analysis. Second one was the primary data analysis. So initial the publication was done for the secondary data, and then mid review was also, and the publication was done. I also started the primary data, and then I went for a mid review. And then since my area was Vishakhapatnam Chennai Industrial Corridor, so I took two areas in this two districts, and for the mid review I took Vishakhapatnam zone, and for the total for the final I took both Nellore and Vishakhapatnam industries SME. So once I did the secondary and Vishakhapatnam analysis, I presented mid review. Then, based on their feedbacks, their inputs, also Symbiosis gave the opportunity to do initially every 6 months the progressive seminars. So that also gave me a lot of feedback from different professors. So it has evolved actually. So after the mid review, after my the analysis of the second region. So we felt that, okay, let's go for a pre-final presentation kind of thing. Your voice is you're muted. Yeah.
So during your research journey, you have used few softwares or tools, as you mentioned. Could you please tell our viewers like what kind of software or tool that you used for different phases of your journey? Did you use any tool for literature review? Did you use any tool for your quantitative analysis?
Yeah, yeah. So for the literature review, I have not used any tool, but for the analysis, I've used ArcGIS. ArcGIS is a ESRA, very old and very comprehensive software, geographical information system software, and QGIS is open source software. I've used both, and I've used Python in ArcGIS to develop the data mining kind of thing, because I had a rainfall data from 1901 to 2015 daily data for 900 points. So it's a combination. It was a nearly 4 crore data. So everything I merged into monthly data from 1901 to 2015. So that entire process I did a small Python program in ArcGIS, and also I have used Python outside this, for GeoPythons I have used. So where I did this small analysis, basic analysis. Uh, so this is one tool what I have used. In the primary survey, I have also used the SPSS software in Excel. So entire data cleaning, everything mining is cleaning is happening in Excel, but these two are for the analysis, ArcGIS as well as the SPSS.
Okay, okay, great, great. Now, coming to softer aspects of PhD journey, you must have uh, s- planned your journey in such a way that you could give justice to your regular work, like job, also some family responsibilities, and then
Yeah.
doing as focusing on PhD. So how difficult it was for you to do time management, and what tips you will
Yeah.
give for prospective PhD students?
Yeah, actually, I was my organization supported me. Of course, it's an international development agency which also supports education. And since I used to work mostly on Saturday, Sundays, as soon as Friday evening, 5, 6 o'clock, my mind shift to PhD till Monday morning. My focus was I was able to shift here and there. Of course, I have two kids, my wife, my parents also live with me. So all these things, all the aspects of family issues are there. A lot of family functions, and above all, COVID was also, we have done I have done the primary survey during COVID time. So that was 2020 October to December first phase in Vishakhapatnam, and March, April, just before the second wave of COVID in India, I completed my the Nellore component of survey. So I was just saved by that. But however, yeah. So family issues. Yeah, kids were growing. They have a lot of issues are there with kids, school, health, all these things come across. Yeah, I was fortunate. Everyone supported me also. Everyone boosted me. There were times when we focus on all these things and we forget about PhD, but then you have to bring it back and again start your PhD. Sometimes it takes 2 3 hours where I left back, I mean, not 1 week back or 2 weeks back, where I have left, and you have to think and start once again. And um, and writing report or carrying out analysis, data cleaning, all this require a lot of calm mind, a fresh mind. So most of the time I used to get early in the morning, by 4:35. That time also I used to work for 2 3 hours, and then I was able to finish.
Great, great. Uh, Last point, maybe before we conclude, what advice you will give to prospective PhD students or PhD students who have just enrolled to the program so that they can also complete PhD within time?
Yeah, so basically, why we need to understand it's a solo journey. Nobody will understand what we are doing. Even sometimes our guide may not also understand the nitty-gritties of what we are doing. They will understand the overall concept and overall process, but the issues, the small things, when we are alone in this journey, and you need to motivate yourself. Plan if you have family, you have to plan. You have to give time to everyone, PhD, office, and kids equally, and sometimes you may have kids are growing, you have to spend time with them. All these things are there, but but you should not you have to be self motivated. That is one thing. Keep trying, keep going on. My papers were rejected many times by big journals, but shamelessly I improved and again submit to some other journal. So basically, you have to be, you have to leave all those ego, the patience, the angry, everything you have to leave and focus on your path. It will definitely lead to success. So, so yeah, I think it's a well planned and it's a solo journey. You have to take it, you have to do it, and you have to spend time. So, all the best to all of those prospective students who are listening, and wishing you all the best.
I think that is a good point to conclude our discussion, Dr. Rishikesh. We
Thank
will
you.
definitely connect with you in future to gain more perspective from your side and how our PhD students can get more insights from those discussions. So,
Yeah.
from the entire team, from team of PhD Catalyst, I would like to thank and all the best to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.